I'm Vanessa Rasmussen, English Department Chairperson, and the coordinator of our School Poetry Out Loud competition. I'm very happy to welcome you today to Vineland High School's annual Poetry Out Loud competition. Thanks for coming. Poetry Out Loud is a national arts education program that encourages the study of great poetry by offering.
May I have your attention, please? Once again, if you signed up to receive help, please.
Okay. Poetry Out Loud is a national arts education program that encourages the study of great poetry by offering educational materials and a dynamic recitation competition to high schools across the country. Participating teachers use the Poetry Out Loud toolkit to teach poetry recitation and run classroom competitions. Students select, memorize, and recite poems from an anthology of more than 700 classic and contemporary poems. Beginning at the classroom level, winners advance to the school-wide competition, which is what we're doing today, then to the regional competition, which will be held on February 20th at Apple Farm in Elmore, New Jersey. Our school champion will compete against other school champions from high schools throughout Cumberland, Atlantic, and Cape May counties. The winner of the regional competition advances to the state competition. We've performed well at the regional finals in the past several years and advanced to the state competition 4 times. The winner of the state competition wins a trip to the national finals in Washington, D.C., where they have a shot at winning $20,000. Since 2005, Poetry Out Loud has grown to reach more than 3 million students and 50,000 teachers from 10,000 schools in every state, Washington, D.C., the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. Today we will hear from 11 of your fellow students as they recite from memory the poems that they have selected from the Poetry Out Loud anthology. Each student will recite a poem in the first round. The top 5 scorers will recite their second poem in the second round. The highest score from both rounds will determine the winner. Students will be evaluated with the Poetry Out Loud program, which emphasizes these criteria: physical presence, voice and articulation, dramatic appropriateness, evidence of understanding, accuracy, and overall performance. Our judges for today's competition are Mrs. Nancy Holloway, Supervisor of Language Arts, who will be serving as our accuracy judge. Ms. Lindsay Tisch, English teacher, who will be serving as our talent judge. Ms. Amy Munson, English teacher. Ms. Natalie Reynolds, media specialist. Mrs. Jennifer Lanning, literacy coach. And Mr. Daniel Kuzma, social studies teacher. By performing great works of literature, students can master public speaking skills, build self-confidence, and learn more about their literary heritage. The students that you will hear today represent all of Vineland High School in 3 buildings: VHS North, VHS South, and AMSA at Johnstone, 3 classes, freshman, junior, and senior, multiple English class levels, and multiple teachers. I am very proud of all of our students' hard work, creativity, and insight. They have truly amazed me during our classroom competitions, and I wish them all the best of luck. Let us begin round 1. On my schedule. Our first competitor is Zara Elahi. Zara is a junior, and this is her 3rd time competing in the Poetry Out Loud competition. She is a part of HOSA, cross country, track, and the academic team, and she hopes you enjoy her recitations.
Bright copper kettles and shady shashadra. Dead friends coming back to life. Dead families speaking languages living and dead. Their minds retentive, their 5 senses intact. Their footprints like the butterflies. Mercy shining from their comprehensive faces. This is one of my favorite things. I I like it so much, I sleep all the time. Moon by day and sun by night find me dispersed deep in the dreams where they appear. In the fields of goldenrod, in the city of five pyramids, before the empress with the melting face, under the towering plane tree. They just show up. It's all right, they seem to say. It always was. They are different and polite. Who knew the dead were so polite? They don't want to scare me, their heads don't spin like weather vanes. They don't want to steal my body and possess the earth and breathe conscience. They're dead, you understand? They don't exist. And besides, why would they care? They're subatomic, horizontal. Think about it. One of them shyly offers me a pencil. The eyes under the eyelids start faster and faster. Through the intercom of the house, where for so long there was no music, the Right Reverend Albury is singing, I could never see tomorrow, I was never told about the sorrow.
Okay, here's our second competitor. Jacob Gonzalez is a junior. This is his first year participating in Poetry Out Loud. He is a member of the ROTC and the flight commander of Foxtrot.
Ice by Gail Missouri. In the warming house, children lace their skates, bending, choke over their thick jackets. A Franklin stove keeps the place so cozy, it's hard to imagine my own leave, slumping across the beach to the river. December's always the same in Ware's Cove. First year ice, black then white, and deep until the city sends trucks of men with wooden bears to put up the boys' hockey rink. An hour of skating after school, trying wobbly figure eights. An hour of distances, moved backwards without falling. Then, twilight. The warming house, steamy of girls pulling on boots, their chafed legs aching. Outside, the hockey players keep playing, slamming a round black puck until it's dark. Until supper. At night, a shy girl comes to the cove with her father. Although there isn't music, they glide arm in arm onto the blurred surface together. Braced like dancers, she thinks she'll never be so happy. For who else will find her graceful, find her perfect, skate with her in circles outside the empty rink forever?
Our next competitor is Anthony Jimenez. Anthony is a senior at VHS, and this is his second time competing in Poetry Out Loud. He's currently a member of all the high school bands, including the marching band, and recently competed in the Mr. Vineland pageant.
Chord by Stuart Ibeck. A man steps out of sunlight that streams like grace. Still gaping at blue sky, staked across the emptiness of space, into a history where shadows assume human face. A man slips in the silence that began as a cry, still trailing music, although reduced to the side, an accordion is folded to its base.
Our next competitor is Mackenzie Tirado. Mackenzie is a freshman. This is her first Poetry Out Loud competition.
Ears up, girls. Ears up. But lately, let's be honest, I like that they're babies. As if this big, dangerous animal is also part of me. That somewhere inside the delicate skin of my body, there pumps an 8-pound big old growth heart. Giant with power, heavy with blood. Don't you want to believe it? Don't you want to lift my shirt and see this huge, beaming juice machine that thinks? No. That knows it's going to come first.
Our next competitor is Catherine Rasmussen. Katie is a freshman and is a member of Wizardry 101 and the academic team. This is her first poetry out loud competition.
Anecdote of the Jar by Wallace Stevens. Anecdote of the Jar by Wallace Stevens. I placed a jar in Tennessee, and round it was upon a hill. It made the slovenly wilderness surround that hill. The wilderness rose up to it, and sprawled around no longer wild. The jar was round upon the ground, and tall, like a port in air. It took dominion everywhere. The jar was gray and bare. It did not give of bird or bush, like nothing else in Tennessee.
Our next competitor is Giovanni Perez. Gio is a senior, and this is his second time competing in Poetry Out Loud. He is a member of Select Choir and the Poetry Slam team, and competed in this year's Mr. Garland pageant.
Contraction by Ravi Shankar. Honest self-scrutiny too easily wearies, mutates into false memories which find language a receptive host, boosted by boastful embellishments. Self-esteem is raised on wobbly beams, seeming seen as stuff enough to fund the hedge of personality. Though personally, I cannot forget whom I have met and somehow wronged. Gone for a jot of fugitive truce, trading some ruse for a blot or two, labor to brave from transparent fiction, quick fix, quixotic fixation, as the pulse of impulses drank through my veins. I tried to live 20 lives at once. Now, one is plenty.
Our next competitor is Kenny Rojas Tessa. He's a senior. This is his first Poetry Out Loud competition.
To the Notebook Kid by Eve L. Yo, chocolate milk for breakfast. One leg of your sweatpants rolled up, scrounging at the bottom of your mama's purse for bus fare and gum. Pen broke and you got ink on your thumb, kid. What's good on this cement, kid? White Castle, kid. Tongue stained purple, cussing on the court till your little brother shows up at the candy bar, kid. Got that good being science, kid? Earned it, kid. Etch your name in a tree. Hug your granny on her birthday. Think of Alaska when they shoot him. Curled up dreams of salmon, safety, tundra, the farthest away place you ever saw in a book. Polar bears, your new chess partners. Pickaxe in the ice, northern lights, kid. Keep your notebook where your cousins won't find it. Leave it on my desk if you want. Shuffle under carbon paper and a stamp that screams late yellow and red to draw the eye from the ocean you keep hidden in a jacked up 5-star. Your mom thought there was a secret in there. Thought they would laugh, but that ain't it. It's that flows and flows and flows, and lines like those rip-roaring bits, you got bars till the end of time. You
You could rap like helium out to spring. All of it down to you. None left in the sun. Fuelless. While the last light pushes from your belly, climbing your ribs, could you laugh into the microphone? And who is ready for that?
Our next competitor is Patience Seda. She is a senior who is a member of the varsity swim team. She's also a police explorer and a member of ROTC. This is her first Poetry Out Loud competition.
Spanglish, Patata Rivera. Pues estoy creando Spanglish. Bicultural systems, scientific lexicography, intertextual integrations. Two expressions existentially wired. Two dominant languages continentally abrazándose. En coloquio combate, en las aceras de Soyo, Spanglish emerges. Encontró bandillaje sobre el territorio bilingual. Las novelas mexicanas, mixing meridian rock and roll, continented cocinador, immigrant / migrant, nasal mispronouncements, baraja chispoteo social club, hip hop preto street salsa, corner soul and mixturado, Spanish pop farandula, standard English classroom with computer technicalities. Spanglish is literally perfect. Spanglish is ethnically snobbish. Spanglish is cara holy inteligencia. Which U.S. slang do you speak?
Our next competitor is Beth Krause. Beth is a senior, and this is her second time reciting in Poetry Out Loud. She's currently studying to be an engineer and is involved in different groups, including TSA, Stage Crew, and ACE Mentorship.
Meow, Snowflake by William Bear. Time is everything. The vapor rises high to the sky, tossing to and fro, then freezes suddenly, and crystallizes into the perfect flake of miraculous snow. For countless miles drifting east above the world, whirling about in a swirling free-for-all, appearing aimless, just as life, but sensing, seeking out its destiny. Falling to where the two young skates stare, hand in hand, and flips and dips and whips itself about, ever so densely land a miracle across her unkissed lips. As he blocks the wind raging from the south, leaning forward to kiss her on the mouth.
Our next competitor is Jeremy Rasmussen. Jeremy is a senior, and this is his fourth time reciting in Poetry Out Loud. He is a member of the academic team, Wizardry 101, and Mao Congress. Jeremy enjoys Pokemon and raps under the name Young Raz.
Check. Watching the Pursuits by Isabel Rogers. The parrot, Einstein of birds, who can count and reason calmly in our tongue while outliving us, disdains the ostrich. For all its sprint records, the ostrich will be remembered for hiding from the truth. You can't outrun stupid. We the people hold some truths to be self-evident. Our magnificent brain in a body that can't flee, can't smell fear, can't hear death, can't see strength. Even so, our retinas with rods and cones as intricate as any telescope ray evolved to see a predator slide out of a bleak shadow and give us time to bolt. We survey our closed dominion until we look up in August to find comet dust flaring in the night. This vastness, this vertiginous awareness mocking gravity on our speck of now wakes us with a recalibrating jolt. But soon, our familiar star will claw toward us in 7 league boots from the east, drawing its valiant thread across our planet as if to cloak a bird cage, to muffle questions that blink through dark matter and would pour over us until we drowned, dreaming of amnesia.
Our last competitor for round 1 is Gianni Roll. Gianni's a junior, and this is her first time reciting in Poetry Out Loud. She is also a member of the Poetry Slam team.
Love song by Dorothy Parker. My own dear love, he is strong and bold, and he cares not what comes after. His words are as sweet as a chime of gold, and his eyes are lit with fire. He is jubilant as a flag on furl. Oh, a girl, she not forget him. My own dear love, he is all my world, and I wish I never met him. My love, he's mad, and my love, he's fleet, and a wild young woodland warrior. The waves are fair to his rolling feet, and the skies are sun before him, and sharply sweet to my heart conceives, as the fragrance of acacia. My own dear love, he's all my dreams, and I wish he were in Asia. My love runs by like a day in June, and he makes no friends of sorrows. He'll tread his galloping rigadoon in the pathway of Mars. He'll live his days when the sun will start, nor can storm or wind uproot him. My own dear love, he is all my heart, and I wish somebody'd shoot him.
Let's have a round of applause for all of our competitors. The competition is really strong this year. You guys did a great job. I'm so proud. Okay, so now our judges are going to be tabulating their score for round 1. The top 5 scorers will move on to round 2. So we'll wait for that to happen, and I'll announce that in just a moment. Okay, while the judges are tabulating, I just want to thank members of our central administration who came to watch with me today. These wonderful legislators. We have Dr. Mary Richfield, who is our superintendent. We have Dr. Nathan, oh, sorry, yes, Dr. Nathan Fryer, who is our assistant superintendent for curriculum. And then we just had, I think I just referred to Mr. Nicholas VOP, who is our board member. Thank you for coming and sharing this experience with us. It's so nerve-wracking. All right, are you ready to hear our top 5 competitors? Okay, our second round competitors will be Zara Elahi, Giovanni Perez, Kenny Rojas Tesna, Jeremy Rasmussen, and Gianni Rule. Once again, please welcome to the stage Zara Alama.
The Tide Rises, the Tide Falls by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. The tide rises, the tide falls. Twilight darkens, the curlew calls along the sea sands damp and brown. The traveler hastens towards a town. When the tide rises, the tide falls. Darkness settles on roofs and walls, but the sea in the darkness calls. The little waves with their soft white hands efface the footprints in the sands. And the tide rises, the tide falls. Morning breaks, the steeds in their stalls stamp and neigh as the hostler calls. The day returns, but nevermore returns a traveler to the shore. And the tide rises, the tide falls.
Okay, ready? Please welcome back to the stage Giovanni Perez.
Black History Month by Nikki Giovanni. If Black History Month is not viable, then wind does not carry the seeds and drop them on fertile ground. Rain does not dampen the land and encourage the seeds to root. Sun does not warm the earth and kiss the seedlings and tell them plain, you're as good as anybody else. You've got a place here too.
All right, please welcome back to the stage Kenny Rojas Tesla.
Spanglish by Tato Javier. Pues estoy creando Spanglish by cultural systems, scientific lexicographical, intertextual integrations, two expressions existentially wired, two dominant languages continentally abrazándose en coloquio combate en las aceras del soil. Imperio Spanglish emerges. Control bandidaje sobre territorio bilingüe. Novelas mexicanas mixing with radio rock and roll, condimented cocina lore, immigrant, migrant, baraja, chismeteos, social. Hip hop, Prieto street salsa, corner soul and mixturando, Spanish pop farandula, standard English class, computer technicalities, Spanglish is literally perfect. Spanglish is ethnically snobbish. Spanglish is cara holy, inteligencia. What U.S. slang do you speak?
Please welcome back to the stage, Jeremy Rasmussen.
Ode to the Midwest by Kevin Young. The country I come from is called the Midwest. Bob Dylan. I want to be doused in cheese and fried. I want to wander the aisles, my heart's supermarket stuffed high as cholesterol. I want to die wearing a sweatsuit. I want to live forever in a Christmas sweater, a teddy bear nursing off in front. I want to write a check in the express lane. I want to scrape my driveway clean myself, early, before anyone's awake. Adequate shade. I want to see what the sun sees before it tells the snow to go. I want to be the only black person I know. I want to throw out my back and not complain about it. I want to drive 2 blocks. Why walk? I want love and stuff. I want to cut my sutures myself. I want to jog down to the river and make it my bed. I want to walk its muddy banks and make me a withdrawal. I tried jumping in. Found it frozen. I'll go home, I guess, to my rooms, where the moon changes, shines like television.
Please welcome back to the stage our final competitor, Gianna Hill.
The song Front Yard by Vineland High School. I've stayed in the front yard all my life. I want to peek at the back, where it's rough and untended and hungry weed grows. A girl gets sick of a rose. I want to be in the backyard now. And maybe down the alley to where the charity children play. I want a good time today. They do some wonderful things. They have some wonderful fun. My mother sneers, but I say it's fine. How they don't have to go in at 8:45. My mother, she tells me that Johnny May will grow up to be a bad woman. That George will be taken to jail sooner or later on account of last winter. He sued her back here. But I say it's fine. Honest, I do. And I want to be a bad woman too. And wear the brave stockings of night black lace and strut down the street with paint on my face. Thank you.
Alrighty, while the judges are doing their final tabulations, what I'd like to do is call up anybody who's participated in the classroom competitions. If you'd like to come up and recite Fire and Ice by Robert Frost with us. It is one of the perennial favorites in my classroom. A lot of students choose this poem. I think one of the reasons is that it's short, but another is that it really does convey a very complex set of emotions. Anybody want to recite this with us?
Yeah!
Come on up. Come on up. I have copies of it if you'd like to hold on to it while I recite it. All right, so all of our competitors, come on up. And then anybody who participated in a classroom competition, come on up. I've got copies. You can recite. I know you got this one. Anybody else? I have more copies. Come on, John. Okay, so here's our communal reading. What's that? You can't see him? Okay, our communal reading of Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Nice work. Competitors, stay on the stage. Everybody else can turn up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right, I'm coming. No, I'm coming. Okay, let's give our competitors another round of applause. They did an excellent job. Okay, the results are in. Our runner-up for our school poetry out loud competition for 2020 is Giovanni Perez. And our school winner for 2 years in a row is Jeremy Rasmussen. All right, so Jeremy will be competing at the regional competition at Apple Farm on February 20th. If he should not be able to fulfill his duties, then Gia will do this job for us. Congratulations for all of our competitors. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you to our wonderful judges. I know that was an extremely tough competition to judge. Thank you so much for your expertise. And thank you for being such a wonderful audience. I appreciate your support of our reciters. It is not an easy job to do.